Say man, what's going on with y'all boys? It's your boy Kingjdpan, and look, we back with another reaction video. Yes, still got my button on. Everything look the same from the last video that's gonna be dropped basically tomorrow for y'all. But you feel me? I'm on a run. I gotta record these videos back to back because I'm not gonna be at home. So I gotta have me a video put out for every day. As y'all know, consistent pain is in the building. I'm telling y'all, we on the grind, like no days off, gang. So I'm pre-recording these videos, gonna have them on the run for y'all. Still gonna get these shits out. So this is 7 disturbing videos caught on Ring doorbell cameras, man. For all you viewers out there, man, be safe, man. Have y'all a Ring camera, bro. Have y'all one. Just not, if you living in apartments, or, you know what I'm saying, somewhere shit, you could be nosy too. You feel me? The bitch pick up sound and everything. But yeah, enough of the yapping, man. Let's get straight into the video, man. Let's do it.
It's been a long year since I've done a Ring cameras video, and as it turns out, people are still creeps and a lot of new videos have surfaced. So let's look at some of them.
Ugly as hell.
This first video is a very real and grisly reminder that danger can be following you anywhere at any time, even to your front
live
door.
In the woods.
And it can be a lesson, especially for women, to
they
be alert
in the
of your
woods.
surroundings.
Look at them trees.
Especially before opening your front door.
I'm pretty sure they know. She ain't looked back behind her not once? What? What? You telling me she ain't looked behind her not once, bro? These people have no environmental awareness, bro. She ain't looked back not once, gang. Look at that. In the hood, bro. Nigga grew up to be forced to know a nigga surroundings and shit, bro. There's no way around it, bro. Nigga looking left and right behind a nigga every 5 seconds, gang. Just shit like this.
As you just saw, a mother
look, even the baby see the nigga and she don't see the
front
nigga.
Door.
The baby
seconds away from him getting inside. As the man approaches the driveway,
see the nigga.
You can see him pulling up the mask over his face to conceal his identity.
Crazy.
Clearly with premeditated intentions. As the man walks up the driveway, the daughter takes notice to him as the mother is still completely oblivious to the approaching threat.
Baby looking dead
she
at
makes
the
it
nigga.
Inside and shuts the door in time. She only realized what had just happened after looking through the terrifying Ring footage.
That's fucking
The woman
crazy.
made a report to the police as soon as she saw the footage, and what the police said was disturbing. There had been a series of reports of a brutal and violent rapist in the area who had been targeting women and children. It's suspected that he and this man were the same person. No sane person leaves their house with a full face mask such as this one if they're not knowingly about to commit a serious crime and want to conceal their identity. The woman in the video just may have saved her and her child's life just by the skin of her teeth.
Yeah, bro.
If you're not convinced
be
of just
prepared,
how often this
bro.
kind of
Look
thing happens,
left and right
here's
behind every
video.
5 seconds you walk in
Young
the
college-age
streets,
looking girl is coming home, letting herself into her house. Not even 5 seconds after she enters the home, 2 large men step on the porch, and the one in front immediately tries to open the door.
Look, she oblivious too. Oh yeah, he trying to rape someone. They trying to fuck some nasty ass niggas, bro. Man, have y'all, you females gotta get y'all a gun. Yeah, y'all gotta get y'all a gun, bro.
Some people think the men looked genuinely confused and may have had the wrong house. However, the short window of time between the girl entering the house and the men stepping on the porch would have definitely allowed them to see the girl. You'd think anyone who just tries to open the door to a
Nah.
house surely must know they have the right
Tripping.
house, or at the very least, know who lives in the house. It could also be argued that
niggas
when the man
tripping.
turns to his friend behind him, he's making mention of the camera, and so he pretends to think he has the right house by sticking around and knocking, despite the obvious screams from the girl inside as she notices the men at the door. It seems they only run off after the girl
Come
starts
on, now.
screaming, "We're calling the police."
They did that shit right after she walked in her house. And you telling me,
So unlike the
nah,
first video, there's no
I would've
100%
smoked,
proof of
buddy.
whether these guys had bad intentions
playing
or
no
not.
game.
Whether they were trying to grab the girl, or if they genuinely had the wrong house is up for debate, as there's no further info on this video.
Him and his
If it is
partner.
the second one, still, everything about the men's actions was sketchy. In this video, on the other hand, what's going on couldn't be more clear. In the early morning hours on October 16th in Kent, Washington, a couple's seen returning home. The husband is seen unlocking the door, and seconds later, as the man's wife follows behind, she turns her head to a gun-wielding suspect chasing behind her. She acts quickly and runs inside, locking the
Home
front door.
invasion.
The suspect then spots the ring
Ooh,
camera
she
and hits
quick.
it repeatedly with his gun, effectively breaking the device.
Yeah, he was trying to rob some.
It's at this time that you can notice a second man there as well.
Hell yeah.
The couple spent their night at a casino.
No,
For this
they
reason,
followed
the
him.
wife believes the two men followed them home from the casino,
yeah.
hoping to rob them of any of their winnings. Fortunately, they made it inside safely. The suspect with the gun was identified by police as 18-year-old Al Hussein Drameh,
Damn.
and he was arrested on
I
October
wonder how they
26th.
got him.
He faced multiple charges, including burglary in the first degree, and he pleaded not guilty to all of them.
What?
With this fourth video, we move to something a little more
Yeah,
paranormal.
I mean, he ain't stepped in the house.
This
I
was
can see
caught
the
on a
blurred
TikToker
burglary
named
though.
Nolan Brock's indoor Ring security camera while he was sleeping on the couch. At 1:39 in the morning, he's awoken to the pantry doors opening and some kind of cracks or bangs coming from either inside the pantry or from the doors themselves.
What the fuck?
With the fan running, the thought of it being a draft wasn't out of the question per se. He ignored it and tried to go back to sleep. But 4 minutes later at 1:43, this happened.
What the fuck? He dealing with some ghost in his shit. Nah, I'm moving the fuck out.
One of the doors is aggressively yanked shut.
Hell nah, he dealing with some
And this officially
paranormal
removes
shit.
any possibility of a draft being the cause of the doors moving. It's safe to
Hell
assume
no.
he slept in his bed the rest of the night. This next video also comes from inside of a house instead of the front porch, and this one can play on one
It's
of the
some
biggest
paranormal
fears of
shit.
a lot of people, and that is someone lurking around your house as you sleep. In Wichita, Kansas, a family's Ring cameras captured some terrifying video footage of a stranger standing directly over sleeping 15-year-old Anaya
What the
Robinson at
fuck?
around 2:30 a.m. on a Friday night. This was the footage captured.
No. What the fuck? How the fuck did he get in the house?
Anaya said once she opened her eyes, she felt like she was in a scene from a horror movie, seeing somebody sitting over her, watching her that she didn't know. Anaya rushed to her mother Angel's
Nigga.
room, screaming there's somebody in the house, and after being jolted awake, Angel made sure her 2-year-old daughter and Anaya were safe in a room before calling the police.
Oh my
Wichita
mama,
police
if I was
responded
in that
quickly,
house.
but the
What
intruder
the
was already
fuck?
gone.
Oh
It's
my.
likely the boy entered the house simply through the front door.
What the fuck? My nigga,
Luckily, the
that
Ring
was
cameras
my
clearly
little
caught his
sister,
face.
bro.
And using this footage, the police acted on a tip and were able to arrest a 14-year-old boy whose name was not released. The boy faced aggravated burglary and theft charges.
He would have got the beating of his fucking
In
life,
December
that little
2021,
ass
a
kid,
woman
bro.
reported on Twitter that a creepy-looking man
the
had
fuck
been
is
standing
this little
outside of her
nigga?
apartment almost every night for an entire month.
I mean,
She included a few of the videos caught by her Ring
man,
camera.
his
It
badges,
shows
bro.
the man creepily standing there for extended periods of time.
Whose man Kansas
facing her
this?
door.
This is Dallas. What the hell?
At certain points, he can be heard speaking.
What the fuck?
But what he says is impossible to hear. The woman resorted to posting this on Twitter after her complaints to the police apparently fell on deaf ears. It was a few days after her initial post that she posted an update stating that her friends and family confronted the man, which seemingly got him to stop. Additionally, the post going viral prompted her building security to do an additional routine throughout the night. I can't seem to find her Twitter profile
What the
anymore,
fuck?
so there
That's
don't appear to be
weird.
any updates on the matter.
Whose man is
And in
that?
this last video, an El Paso resident's Ring camera catches what appears at first to be a woman in danger seeking help at their front door in the middle of the
No,
night.
that's a setup.
This may be a much more sinister situation than that.
It's a setup for a robbery gang. Don't fall for it. It's a setup, gang. Don't go for it, gang.
First, the woman appears to be in distress, possibly on the run from someone, crying and pleading for help. But things start getting suspicious when she hides anytime a car is approaching.
It's a setup, gang. I would have been like, bitch, get the fuck away from my door, gang. You ain't got no business here, gang. I don't know you, you don't know me. Get away from my door, gang. Them fake ass tears, gang. Where the tears at, gang? You just pouting.
Is she hiding from a specific person chasing after her? Or is she perhaps trying to not be seen from any passerbys?
What the fuck? Obviously, she is running from something, but she could run away from that shit away from me. Don't bring that shit to me. You run away somewhere else and run and bring that shit over somewhere else. Don't run and bring your problems to me. I'm not a math equation. I can't solve it.
After the neighbor's driveway light turns on, a car's headlights approach from the right, and she's seen casually walking away, presumably to get in that unseen car, perhaps because her driver was growing paranoid that too much attention was being drawn, so they needed to leave. Now you could say that's just a far-fetched theory of mine, but a month later,
told you,
El
they was
Paso
trying to rob
police arrested a
something,
woman
man.
who was charged with burglary of habitation. That woman was Krista Nicole Cordeau. The woman in the video
Dumbass.
looks identical to the woman in this mugshot. The charge this woman faced is defined as the act of entering any building illegally with the plan to do something serious, such as harming the owner, damaging property, or stealing. Suddenly, the prospect that this woman could have been trying to trick an unsuspecting person into opening their door doesn't seem so far-fetched.
Please don't be that.
As always, keep your doors locked and be careful who
Please.
you open them to.
That's facts, gang. That's facts, bro. Make sure all y'all be safe tonight, man. Make sure y'all keep that on you, cause man, it can save y'all in so many situations. But also be aware that in a situation that it can save you in, it could just take your life, bro. And it's being real, bro. But that's why you always gotta practice safety first, man. And you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of crazy people in this world. Make sure you watch out and make sure you don't be one of them, gang. For real. But alright, man, that's enough for this reaction video. We finna get back into this bit. We finna get out this bitch on gang.